Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to show you my latest glute and hamstring workout I did this past week. This workout had a lot of great glute movements and techniques that I think you guys would really enjoy and are definitely worth incorporating into your training. So first up is barbell hip thrust dead stop variation. So this means that at the end of your rep, you're going to be making sure you bring that weight completely to the ground before going in for your next rep. This is to ensure all the momentum is taken out of each rep before coming back off the floor. So I really like these at lower rep ranges just to use for building strength off the floor, and also using more of these challenging loads is actually going to strengthen our technique here with neural adaptations. So basically what that means is that we are training our brains to recruit the right muscles to move through a certain range of motion, which here would be our hip thrusts, which in turn that is going to lead to more muscle fiber recruitment, which basically means better muscle growth and strength gains. Now training with thrusts like this will then transfer over to far better strength, control, form, and mind-muscle connection when you go to train in those higher rep ranges where the goal is more solely hypertrophy focused. Next exercise was a B stance RDL, but we are using a landmine variation. Now, when I tell you guys this is my new favorite way to do B stance RDLs, I am not kidding you. It's honestly insane the contact you get in your glutes and hamstrings here. So what you're going to do is take your non-working foot and slide it back to be in line with the heel of your working foot. So slightly turn that foot out and then keep it there. That's going to be your support system. We'll then want to hold the barbell in front of that non-working side and have it be right in line with the working leg. So just kind of check out where I've got that barbell placed, the movement pattern, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Then to further help with the whole balance situation, you want to take that other arm and hold it directly out at your side like you see me doing here. So once you are in position, you will begin to perform your RDL. Really focus on driving your working glute as far back behind you as possible. A little further knee bend exaggeration is okay here to help further that glute stretch, but then once you feel you can't push your glute back anymore, that it is fully stretched, you want to come up. So that non-working foot should be doing close to no work other than stabilizing you and carrying maybe 30-ish% of the load, but the focus should be all on that working side. I didn't even add any weight here because it already felt good as is, but as I continue to use these, I will progressively overload as need be. Now, if you aren't at the strength level yet where you can use a full-blown barbell, you can go ahead and use the shorter barbells they have, or if you want, you can just swap it out for a standard dumbbell RDL. If you want to do this workout but you don't have a landmine situation, you can just go ahead and use dumbbells, but I definitely highly recommend trying out this variation if you have access to the equipment and you haven't before. It really is that good. So you're doing 3 sets of 12 reps on each side. Next up is a straddle lift, which is a pretty common exercise now, but incorporating an extra quarter rep at the bottom of the movement is really what elevates this. So that extra quarter rep is keeping our glutes under tension for a longer period of time where they're under the greatest amount of tension, which is at the bottom of the movement. So if you are somebody who is stuck at a certain weight with a lift, or you're limited on dumbbells and weights to use, incorporating techniques like quarter reps are a great way to increase the intensity of the exercise without increasing the actual load. Now, a straddle lift is if a deadlift and a squat had a baby. So you are hinged over slightly from the start. You are then driving your glutes as far back behind you while you descend down. So try to avoid as much knee drive as possible and instead focus all that drive back behind you, and therefore creating a maximal stretch in the glutes at the bottom. Now, something I want to point out, and I made sure to include an example of here, is when it comes to glute training, deeper doesn't always mean more glutes, especially with a movement like this. You see I'm going just to parallel with my reps, and that is perfect for me in obtaining a full glute stretch. Now see here, if I were to solely focus on going as deep as I can, instead what happens is my hips eventually reach a point where they can no longer drive back. So what my body is going to do now is compensate for this and pull my pelvis underneath to allow me to go further down. This is what a butt wink is. A butt wink occurs, your glutes are now essentially losing all that tension we just worked on building, and we don't want that. So focus on pushing your hips as far back as your mobility allows for a full stretch, and then come back up. 3 sets, 10 reps. And while I'm finishing out this set, I did want to mention, because I am still working with them, today's entire fit is from Gymshark. I'm absolutely obsessed with these leggings, you guys. I'm in love with the print. You guys saw them in another video in a different color. They're too good. So if you want to shop these clothes, you can find the link and also a code to save you money in the description box below. Thank you so much as always for all your guys' support with this partnership. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, if you're looking for some cute functional gym wear, definitely check them out. Next up is a hamstring focused movement because it was my ham and glute day, but you should be training your hamstrings in their shortened position as well. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm using a 2 up, 1 down method, been a favorite for a long time. If you have my 12-week workout program, then you are familiar with this exercise, but you're going to bring that weight up as you normally would, but then only bring the weight back down with one side and then repeat with the other side. And each side needs to be done for it to count as 1 full rep. So it's 8 reps on each side for this. This variation is a great way at strengthening your hamstrings with challenging weight loads that you may not have been able to use if you did it solely single leg up and down, which will then just build your overall strength. And lastly is a glute angled kickback, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to get this done to get the most out of this exercise. So unlike a standard glute kickback, here we are focusing on targeting our glute medius by bringing our leg fully across in front and diagonally out behind us. So this is going to be around 30-ish degrees out from your body, but just mess around with the angle till you find that perfect point for you. You'll really feel it in your glute med when you know you've got it right. So I am also standing on a plate to keep my foot from snagging on the floor, but you want to allow the working side to fully travel in front of you as well. People always forget to do this. They just stop right when they get their leg back in line. You want to allow that leg to travel in front of you. This is going to increase that range of motion that you're taking your glute medius through. So basically you're taking it from a fully lengthened position to a fully shortened one. I am slightly hinged at the hips, but definitely more of an upright position than I typically be in for a standard kickback. So do 2 to 3 sets of these depending on how you feel at the end of this workout for 12 to 15 reps if you can get around there. I wrote 15 for the workout. I know you guys can get it, but if you anywhere 12 to 15 I'd be happy with, and that is the entire workout. I really hope you enjoyed this more knowledge-based breakdown of the exercises and kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I figured since I didn't want to mic up for this workout because I knew I would be dead, I at least wanted to give you guys something to take away from this video. So give this workout or some of these movements a try on your next glute day and let me know how it goes. If you are looking for more structured training, you can find my 12-week workout program in the description box below. You can also find my Gymshark link and code to save you money at checkout down there as well. Thank you guys for your support and for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.